works. All right, we are live. Gold Line Cards, Chris here, coming at you with Chuck P of Chuck P Cards.
What
Chris
up?
from Doggy Daily 99. Garrett Frederiking from IT Guy, and Jamie Spittler from The Real SPZA. And we are here with our own Around the Hobby. So everyone's seen the show Around the Horn on ESPN. And so we thought it'd be really fun to try it Around the Hobby show. And these four gentlemen were willing to come on this first show. So we're going to go around some questions. Everyone's have 30, 45 seconds just to talk. And we're getting some comments and some good stuff. So first question we've got here, Chris, what places or organizations did you see the hobby support or help promote in 2020, 2021? 30 seconds.
Well, I gotta go with the kids. You know, we were able to do a lot of things for folks, especially with the cost of cards nowadays. We're able to do a lot of racks, a lot of Parkers from Garrett over there in Kansas, or is it Missouri? But yeah, the kids. I've focused on Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, and I know some other people who have donated to children's hospitals in their area, especially with COVID going around.
Awesome. We'll go ahead and mute that and move on to Jamie. Jamie, I know you've got some kids there. What's some good stuff you've seen in the hobby in 2020, 2021?
You know, this has been, not to use a cliche, but just the weirdest year ever. And to see people come together, like I know at the beginning of COVID, when people were starting to get furloughed and laid off, there were people just saying, hey, who's down to throw in $5 so we can start buying people dinner or lunch or whatever they needed. And then I think as the year went on and things, I feel blessed that our family was okay financially. That is a blessing, and it was not lost on me. And that when I saw other people struggling, that I was trying to, see what the hobby could do to help people that were really, really down, lift their spirits or help them get through a month or buying groceries or whatever that was. And the way people rallied, that was the best thing I've seen.
Absolutely impossible to cut someone off after 30 seconds talking about good things like this. So mute button's coming, just not right now. Garrett, you're up.
Oh, man, I don't know. Different organizations. I know that obviously with Parker's whole mission, we kind of went every state, everywhere, just hitting kids. And it wasn't even more of just what it was about. It was knowing that you made somebody else's day. And, I know that we were on vacation traveling and my messages were blowing up DMs of people that were getting packages, and just knowing that somebody else was better off than what we were or benefiting from it was, that was the true blessing in it. It wasn't the fact of, hey, we were doing this or, hey, we were doing that. It was that seeing these kids open up packages and just the smiles and the joy that it brought them, that's what it's about.
Absolutely. Nail, meat hammer, right on the head. Chuck P, what you got for us? Question number 1. So far, we've got 7 points to 5 points to 4 points. I'm keeping score.
I got a buddy named Wade Kingsbury. He's a basketball coach in Colorado. He is the head basketball coach for girls at their high school and middle school. They also run camps for high school, middle school, and down to 3rd grade, I believe. At their camps, they give out cards of WNBA players to every single person that participates, because it is so important that these athletes see athletes that look like them. We've had this conversation before, and I've talked about it with Wade. They're constantly being told, play like Chris Paul. And they should be told, play like Sue Bird. Not look at Kevin Durant. You got to look at Breonna Stewart. And so I sent a few cards. I know there are a couple other Twitter folks that would probably want to remain anonymous, but sending cards that they could give out to girls coming to those camps so they can, find a new inspiration. 96% of basketball culture in America is from the NBA. Let's get some more WNBA love. They're great. They're awesome. Got my girl Sabrina here.
Absolutely. That's just the best answer we can come up with. I'm going to go with Chris for question number 1. I know it's real near and dear to his heart. We sent some stuff from Gold Line down to him for the Children's Hospital. Are you able to see the comments, or do you want to comment any more on the topic number 1?
I don't see any of the comments, but I appreciate everybody who's doing what they can, man, because I work in healthcare and I work on the other end of the spectrum. I work with the older folks, but just seeing what we have to do with our folks with COVID now, they don't get to see anything but their room. They don't get to interact with anybody but people who have needles in their hands. So every little bit helps. I'm hoping to add on to the Ronald McDonald House as well. For those of you who don't know, Ronald McDonald House, they house the families of sick kids. So, like I said, if you don't want to get involved here, get involved in your spot, and we'll also be having some auctions for these hospitals as well.
That's just great stuff. You know, with question number 1, everybody pretty much had the same answer. How can we help somebody else? What can we do to make somebody else's life a little bit better? And that's just amazing. So after round 1, I've got Chris with 7 points, Jamie with 5, Garrett with 4, and Chuck with 5. So Garrett, you're cellar dwell in this round, so you can come in first in round number 2. Round number 2, we're going to start it off with, what is the best hobby-related prediction going into 2021? Garrett, you actually have 30 seconds starting now, so you get muted.
My hobby prediction, I foresee there's going to be an influx of a new sport coming in, with golf making its return after 8 years. You have 3 brand new golf products coming out. How many rookie cards are going to be included in there? New artifacts. I think the new hockey line as well that's coming out. I think with the hockey artifacts that's coming out, you're going to see more and more sports that are in flux, and I think it'll slow down baseball and basketball, football.
Oh, you even ended 3 seconds early. All right, Chuck, you're up.
I think with the backups that we have at PSA, we're going to see the grading market open up a bit. I mean, we've already seen HGA kind of jump in with, well, whatever artificial intelligence grading is. But, you know, they've got personalized or custom labels on it. When you're looking at stuff 1-to-1, if both are a 10, the red label might as well be 11. So they're probably still going to stick with the higher end. But if you're spending $500, or it's going to take 6 months, or both, somebody else has to fill that void.
I was so close to getting to use the mute button that time. But Chris, you're going to go next. You got some extra points for bringing your dog on the show.
Yeah, she's not shy. I think NFL is going to blow up. I think NFL is going to blow up, and I think basketball is going to blow up even more. One thing that I've noticed about Topps is they just put so much product out. I would like for Panini not to put out 1,700 different products, but I think the kid from Clemson is going to be bigger than Joe Burrow. Put me down. Bigger than Joe Burrow. And with Justin Fields, I think this back class is going to be bigger.
All right, Jamie, I get to use the mute button on you today? Because
I don't think so. I'm probably piggytail on Chris. So my prediction is we are going to see retail return, and it is because the mighty dollar will be chased, and we are going to see lots and lots of production. As Chris was mentioning with Topps, we're going to start to see that trickle into others. There's no way Panini's not going for more money here. I don't see any chance of it not happening. Hot draft class. It's going to be, I don't want to say late 80s, but it's coming.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Panini and Topps are just printing free money right now. PSA, they're talking about 15 to 18 months for your submissions. Star Stocks even at over a month just to get your stuff entered into their system. So great points by everybody. We do have Tyler saying what's up. D Moose saying my favorite people around the hobby. Vogs is here saying hello. Kyle Houston says Chuck with the fire picks in the background. Ryan Finch is saying, Jamie, that's a great jacket. And then, on to question number 3 is, who has the better jacket? No, I'm just kidding.
I didn't know that we were allowed to bring in props to get points. Like a dog? That's pretty good. I wish somebody else had a cool prop to get them points.
I don't know. Chuck might have just got himself the game right there with the use of optimally cool beverage dispensers. So I know I've mentioned many times what my worst hobby move of 2020 was. Absolutely got destroyed on a Zion trade and then got it rubbed in my face. So that was a lot of fun. We'll go ahead and start with Jamie this time because he kind of had to spend like 8 minutes on mute there before. So, Jamie, what was the worst hobby move you made in 2020?
Selling Josh Allen rookies way too soon. Selling him before the season. I felt like I had a whole stack. He was the guy that followed me around. And I was like, I don't know. And I got rid of him, and now I see, the optic hollow going for stupid money, and I can't kick myself hard enough in my butt on that one. That's mine. I probably sold 5 or 6 of them.
Garrett, we'll move on to you. Worst hobby mistake of 2020. 30 seconds.
Oh, I got a two-way tie. With the influx of cards that we saw come in, I dumped off a Babe Ruth super short print that went out for free in a rack that had no clue about, and that was a $150 card. Just what the heck? Let's just throw it in. And about 6 months ago, I dumped about 10, 15 Tiger Woods rookies right before they exploded here in the last 60 days. So missed out on some good stuff.
Chuck, besides sending me my daughter all your awesome WNBA cards for those aces.
Yep.
Actually, that was an awesome move because you made my kid really happy. What is your 2020 blunder you made?
Look, if that turns into points now, then it's well worth it.
You already wanted the gold on koozie, so.
I'm pretty fresh in the game, so I haven't made a whole lot of mistakes. Then again, I haven't made a lot of good moves. I went with something that kind of what we have all been doing, which is a big mistake, which is investing in backup quarterbacks. I don't understand why we're going after Jacob Eason and Jake Fromm. This doesn't make any sense. Let's make a list of the successful quarterbacks that didn't win the job in their rookie year or were not a first-round pick. I don't know. Jimmy G? You want Jimmy G? There's Jake Fromm. Good job.
Oh, perfect. Right on the nod. Snuck in right under 30 seconds. Chris, finish us up round 3. What is the 2020 hobby blunder for you? 30 seconds.
First of all, Chuck, go Dogs. They're going to be superstars. Put all your money in them. My biggest regret of 2020 is 2020. These things cost me a lot of money, and they are in my closet in nice little envelopes. Blue tops. There.
Chris, I don't know if I have enough points to give you. Like I got my daughter's little ball pen here. It might run out of ink before I can get down to that many points. Math is hard. So as you guys talk in the next round, here's the leaderboard if we can see that. Here's a really interesting one. What is your hobby move MVP of 2020? This could be a card, a product, a line. Like, obviously 2020 might be the anti-MVP, but a lot of people got rich off of it. I happened to buy Aristides Aquino living set instead of the very first Project 2020 card because I was going to buy him the same day, but I'm a Reds fan, so.
Yeah,
We'll start this round with Garrett. What is your 2020 hobby MVP and your potential 2021 MVP? And I go ahead and tell me Mahomes. Go ahead and do it.
Nope, it won't be Mahomes. I think even though people see it as a decline, which it is right now, you're going to see the Tiger Woods market bounce back and maybe even double again. He was one victory away from moving into first all time. He's going to be inducted into the World Golf Hall of Fame. And anybody that is a superstar in golf right now, Rory, Justin Thomas, DJ, all those guys, they're all going to have rookie cards. Those markets are going to explode.
Why is it a rookie card if it's their first line, if they're not the first year players?
Yeah.
Again, this will be their first line.
Okay, then. That was a really bad moment by me, but we're learning because we're having a good time. So, Jamie, let's go with you next. The 2020 hobby MVP, and what are you looking forward to 2021 MVP?
2020 MVP. So mine's a little different. I went with people. I had co-MVP, so it was circle back to 2004 when Manning and Steve McNair split the MVP. And I've got two hobby members that I think got me through quarantine, and that was K-Dub, who you had on the other night, and Javier Solis with their TikToks and their positivity and everything they bring, the energy that they bring every day, sharing with their families. You know, that just, for me, helps bring the positivity that we need, especially in a year like we've had. So hands down, slam dunk. Those two make me smile every time I see them on Twitter. Oh, 21. Shoot. 21. Peyton Manning cards are going to go bonkers here in about another week.
Because he's going to Canton in August.
Yep.
You going to fly out here and go with me?
Too late.
I got a bedroom about right above me and one room that way with your name on it for August if you want it. So, Chris, what is your 2020 hobby MVP and what are you looking forward to 2021? Who's the potential 2021?
All right, so the hobby MVP, and my dog's going to get in my way. The man, the myth, the legend. Forget Zion, forget Ja. It's all about Michael Jordan. He's proven time and time again. He's the best player ever, will ever be. LeBron can mouth off the blondes in the Hawks Stadium all he wants, but Michael Jordan. 2021, I'm just looking to. I've registered my charity. I'm waiting on my 501c3. I just want to take all these cards and send them out and put some smiles on some kids' faces because COVID sucks bad.
I don't know how you're going to follow that one up, Chuck, but make an attempt.
I don't know. You put me.
I got you off mute, so.
Well, actually, kind of going off of what Jamie was already talking about, which my MVP for 2020 and really going into 2021 is TikTok. I don't know if you got now. Maybe I'm the young kid in the chat here, but this is a whole new generation of kids are watching. Pack breaks are perfect for a TikTok amount of time. 1 minute, you can do one pack of cards. It's great, and kids are eating it up. And when we were teens, when we were preteens, somebody put that in front of us. We got involved in cards some way, somehow. And now it is just reaching out to millions of kids all over the place. This is how they're going to get established in the hobby. And in 15 years, when all the Ja Morant cards, when they get, and he's retiring, they're going to be worth buku bucks. But this is, it's going to see dividends for the future, but it's going to get a lot of kids involved right now in opening them up to the hobby as a whole.
That's just something I didn't think about, maybe because I'm about twice your age. So that's really awesome. I don't have a TikTok. Maybe I'll get one, but
good stuff.
I feel like I might become addicted. I have quite the addictive personality. That's why I really like, if I had your retail score today, I would have had it all open by now. I buy boxes and I got to tell my wife to hide them or they're all just getting open because I have no self-restraint.
I had to sell them as quick as I could, so I didn't.
Funding a trip to Puerto Rico. So we're coming up on 18 minutes. We'll go one more question, and then we'll wrap it up for this very first show. We have the Super Bowl coming up, so it wouldn't be a hobby show if we didn't talk about that. So what are hobby-related things that can happen with the Super Bowl? I'm not sure how to ask that, but, you know, Mahomes' price is going to go up. I saw Kelsey printing plate today for $175. Brady's already the GOAT. Do his prices increase more now or when he's in the Hall of Fame? Tyreek Hill or, you know, Mike Evans. No one's talking about Gronk right now. If Gronk wins MVP with his 4 touchdowns and Gronk spikes, what are those rookie cards going to look like? Garrett, we'll start with you again. Since your team's in the Super Bowl, you can have this moment, Garrett. I won't even mute you if you go past 30.
I mean, obviously, your Mahomes cards are going to continue to climb in price. I mean, Parker bought his rookie prism, 10 months ago, and it's tripled in value already since he bought that. Another player you could see, he's had an up and down year. He's been injured. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He rushes for 2 or 3 touchdowns. His cards will explode. One of the names nobody really thinks about, L'Jarius Sneed, their rookie safety. His cards are expensive. He's got 2 lines of them out right now, and each one of them is going for over $100 a pop for a rookie that nobody really knows about. I could see. I mean, gosh, there's a lot of guys, I won't talk about the opposing team. We won't do that. Nah, not going to happen. Chiefs by 9.
Chiefs by 9. Chuck, you look like you're ready to go with some comments there.
Get me in there.
Go.
I'm sorry, but you failed to mention the fact that Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz are not playing in this game. And Jason Pierre-Paul and Shaquille Barrett, I know they're defensive players, whatever. But if we're looking percentage-wise, what's going to jump? Jason Pierre-Paul or Shaq Barrett, they could easily both get a pair of sacks, maybe 3. If one of them gets a fumble recovery on top of that,
Von Miller did ruin Cam Newton, though.
Jason Pierre-Paul, I swear to God, he's going to get 2 sacks, and I'm going to make the joke on Twitter, or somebody will. Was like, oh, he's got 2 sacks. Oh, and 2 fingers lost from the fireworks. Like, somebody has to make that comment. But it's going to be there, and I got news. One of them, it's like 5,000 and 10,000 to 1 odds MVP. Just throw $5 on that. You could make a fortune because they don't have an offensive line worth darn in Kansas City right now because their 2 tackles are gone. Defensive players. Look at them. They're great.
Chris will go with you and finish up with Jamie. Go ahead, Chris.
First of all, I've got the Chiefs by 3, and I just don't understand how Tyreek Hill's cards are just not through the roof after that one play where he chased down the other guy to congratulate his own player. That was just the most insane play ever. Tom Brady, I hate him. I don't need to remind you about the Houston debacle with the Atlanta Falcons. I'll never bet on Tom Brady. I'm sorry. Done.
All right, Jamie, wrap us up here with your final thought on this one. Then we'll give the winner 1 minute uninterrupted time to talk about whatever they want.
My feeling on Tyreek Hill is only Chiefs fans collect him because he's a dirtbag. So that's why no one likes him. Yes. Outside of that, I think the guy's a scumbag. So I won't have a Tyreek Hill card, and it gives given away. So I feel the same way about guys that have played on the Broncos. So I'm not speaking out of both sides of my mouth, but that's why that guy holds no value, especially in my home. People like Brady. If you don't have one, you're not going to get one. But I do think that I'm going to agree with Garrett on Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That is the guy to look for. His card's going.
Jamie bringing the absolute fire right there.
Nope.
Looks like Chris dipped off early. So Chuck P., we're going to go with you as the very first show winner ever. Golf clap. Ding, ding, ding. 1 minute. Looks like Chris is trying to get back on. There he is. Chris, you jumped off there.
I was
announcing Chuck P as you know what? Here's my scorecard. It's full of a heart of K-Dub and Javier on it. So that's how today went. It was fun. It was a good time for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But just off top of my head, Chuck, I've got like 6 comments saying you're on fire here. So the comments win. 1 minute starting now. Uninterrupted time.
Well, I'd love to talk about the Columbus Blue Jackets, but I have a thing that I have to stick with at all times, which is don't get fired. I work for the Columbus Blue Jackets part-time in-game entertainment stuff, and if I say stuff disparagingly, things are going to be bad. But it's all I want to talk about right now. But I'm not going to. What I will talk about is, ridiculous tattoos. I don't know if any of you guys know this, but some people really like to get weird stuff tattooed. Oh, yeah, I got a taco. I really like homage. I got an H there. I'm just going to show off weird tattoo. I didn't have anything prepared. I had so many notes for all the questions. I didn't prepare for the thought that I might actually win. Awesome. Just grasping at straws right now.
Oh, you're on 52 seconds, so I'll steal 80 of your seconds to go to me then. How about that? I'm talking about weird tattoos. I have the little straw you put in a drink right there.
That's amazing.
So that's my random tattoo. I got the state of Ohio on my stomach. I got my kids' heartbeats.
I love it.
I got tattoos too.
Oh wait, is that the?
No, but I think that might be the next one. Awesome stuff. So this is show number 1 of Around the Hobby. I want to thank Chuck, Jamie, Garrett, and Chris for joining us here today. Anybody watching and all the comments, we've got a whole bunch of people watching right now. So this was a lot of fun for the very first show and kind of just winging it and putting this together 2 days ago. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Anybody watching, comments, concerns, anything to help us out, hit us up in the DMs. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hopefully next Tuesday we can do this again with, if you guys want to come back for new people, whatever's clever. But for now, we need to get some kind of trophy. I need a gong. Maybe next time I'll actually use the mute button because I didn't really do that. Ross, I would like to make this weekly. I have the schedule that allows that now, but I also need people who want to come on. Because I think 4 people and 5 questions is the perfect amount of time. We're at 25 minutes right now, so we kept it under 30, and I'm already rambling on. So, that's just kind of what I do. So I appreciate everybody watching, and everybody have a good day. For Chuck, Jamie, Garrett, and Chris, I am also Chris. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed.
Peace.